Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Anurag. How are you, Anurag?
I'm good.
Good. So, how is your preparation going on, Vacha?
It's going good.
It's going good. So, like, how many chapters you have prepared right now?
Uh, uh, Alcohol, phenol, ether, and
Alcohol, phenol, ether. Like, okay, alcohol, phenol, ether. Another.
then sorry, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid, and
Okay. Aldehyde, ketone, and carboxylic acid. Okay. Alcohol, phenol, ether. Then, next one,
uh, amines.
amines. That's great. So, amines, like you have completed, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Anurag, what we are going to do today we are going to solve some questions which is related to your chapter, that is amine. Okay. So, I think you joined class before 5 to 10 minutes. So, what you can do right now, you just revise your all concept so we can complete maximum question as well. Okay. So, you just revise your all concept because we need to wait for the other students too.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Bicha. So, Anurag, are you able to see my screen right now? I guess you are only one who joined. I'm just waiting for the other students, but they haven't joined right now. So, I think we need to wait for the 5 minutes more. Then after I'll start only. Okay?
Uh,
Because you are the only one here.
yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Bichar. Okay, so I guess there is like number of students are present right now. So let's get started. Uh, So today what we are going to cover? Today we are going to cover that organic compounds, organic oxygens or nitrogen compound basically related to that. You can say that amines and carboxylic acid ho gaya and carboxylic amides and these compound base whatever the reaction is going on, what type of question is coming in that particular chapter, and as well as we are going to complete that biomolecules. So biomolecule is equally important in your grade. I'll talk about NEET as well as in JEE and as well as in your K-CET exam too. So let's get started with the first question. I'll for each and every question, I'll give you a specific time to solve that particular question. Then I just wanted to know what is going to be the answer. So please see this question, and if there is any issue, just let me know. Anurag is saying D, that's great. But you are replying so fast. Very good. So, what is the meaning while just with these questions? Just I just wanted to know like how you are completing. So now let's talk about the question. So the question is talking about the major product formed when ethyl alcohol, that ethanol is going to heat with a concentrated sulfuric acid at 413 Kelvin, which is around, if I talk about that is 140 degrees centigrade. So what is going to form? See, always remember whenever we talk about the explanation, what the explanation is going on, that a dehydration of alcohol ethanol with sulfuric acid are highly dependent upon on the reaction temperature basically. Suppose if you have a temperature as 413 Kelvin, which is about to 140 degrees centigrade, then it will definitely there is a intermolecular dehydration. Intermolecular dehydration means that the two molecules of ethanol is going to combine and they are going to lose one molecule of water to form the ether. Fine. And suppose if you are going to change the temperature, let's say I'm going to change the temperature from 413 Kelvin to 443 Kelvin. Now what is happening? Exactly, if I talk about exactly, I'm increasing only 30 degrees centigrade. In that case, there is 140 degrees centigrade, but in here, I'll just increase 30 degrees centigrade, which is now 117 degree, 170 degree. Now what is happening? In that particular intermolecular dehydration reaction is going on, so that the molecule of two ethanol is going to combine and going to lose one water molecule to form ether. Now what is ether? That is ROR. ROR, what is the meaning of ROR? Simple as that. ROR, which means these are alkyl group. These alkyl group can be CH3 and can be C2H5 and whatever. Fine. So this is basically called ether group. Suppose if you are having 413 temperature, then definitely the formation of the ether will take place, losing of water. Now, if I suppose I'm going to increase the temperature by 30 degrees centigrade, what is happening? This is now become a higher temperature. Now, here intermolecular dehydration takes place, but now that intramolecular dehydration will take place. Now, what is happening? A single molecule of ethanol is going to lose water to form ethene, to form alkene. See, what is the meaning? Suppose the temperature is 413, the C2H5O, C2H5 will form. Because you are having ethyl alcohol, which is C2H5OH, is going to react against C2H5OH and it is going to form water molecule along with this ether. Now, suppose if you are having C2H5OH, the temperature is 443 K. Now, what is going to happen? Again, will be a intramolecular dehydration will take place. So, what is happening? There is a formation of C2H4 plus H2O will take place. You can easily understand their formation of the alkene takes place. At 413, ether will form. At 443, alkene will form. So the answer according to me, the answer will be option A. Very good. Those who are selecting option A, all are correct. So very good. Let's go with the next question. The question is talking about phenol can be distinguished from propanol by using the reagent. You have an option that bromine water, iron metal, iodine in alcohol and sodium metal. So what is going to be the correct answer? Okay, Angelina is saying A. What about others one? Anurag is also saying A. Okay, Ira, very good. And Srivardhan, that's great. That's great. Okay, that's great. Okay, let's say check your. Let's first of all let's check your answer. Then we'll go to the explanation. That's it's bromine water. Okay. So now the question, what is question is talking about? So phenol can be distinguished by bromine water. That is true. So why? The primary, always remember, there's a primary difference between the phenol. That phenol is an aromatic alcohol. That benzene ring contain OH group. And propanol, it's an aliphatic alcohol. Lies, so there is a reactivity difference, reactivity towards electrophilic substitution reaction. Suppose if you are taking that phenol, which is C6H5OH, going to react with bromine water, will definitely going to form that 2,4,6 tribromophenol. Generally, this is white in fine. So the bromine water is getting decolorized, so you get to know that phenol is present. Suppose propanol, so propanol is not going to react. Up now I can ask why the other three options are incorrect. Suppose let's talk about the sodium metal. So always remember when we talk about the both phenol and propanol. So both phenol and propanol are acidic enough to react with sodium metal to release hydrogen gas. Suppose there is phenol. Phenol is going to react with sodium metal to form sodium sodium phenoxide. Sodium phenoxide. So now this is not going to be the correct one. Of course, H2 gas is released. So that is why they are not going to distinguish between both of them. Now let's talk about the iron metal. Suppose you are having a neutral FeCl3. Neutral FeCl3, ferric chloride, is basically a common test for understanding giving violet color. If the phenol is giving violet color, then definitely it is a iron metal is going to react with, and it is giving you the test by the phenol giving the violet color. But iron metal itself, it's not a standard reagent for the distinguish. So this is not going to be correct. Now iodine in alcohol, suppose let's talk about the iodine in alcohol. So this is typically used for the iodoform test. Now what is the iodoform test? While certain alcohols like propanol might be react, it not be definite. Again, distinguish test for the phenol and the general propanol. So according to that, the answer will be is option A. Now let's talk about the question number third one. This is the question number third. The question is talking about match the following with their pKa value. Always remember pKa value is inversely proportional to its acidity. So what I did always, I just focus on only one thing, that is acidity. Suppose if I'll increase the acidity is increases, then definitely pKa value will be decreases. This is the concept, easy concept, what is working here. So now please just tell me, if a phenol is here, what is the phenol? Now this is phenol, simple as this is phenol. And if you are going to attach para-nitrophenol, definitely para position NO2 group. Ethyl alcohol, that is C2H5OH. Again, picric acid. What is the formula for the picric acid? Can you please tell me? I just forgot the formula for the picric acid.
Trinitrophenol.
Okay, whatever I write here, that is correct. It's 2,
Yeah.
4, it's 2, 4, 6 trinitrophenol. Okay, so that is called picric acid. Again, can you please tell me if the electron withdrawing group is present, then then acidity will increase or decrease?
Increase.
Okay, so definitely the rule is electron withdrawing group is directly proportional to acidity. So just now, please tell me what is the order. Okay, I didn't see the answers. Can you please give it again? Actually, I didn't see the answer. Can you please all write your answer again? Because I didn't see your answer. Okay, Anurag is saying A. Okay, definitely. Okay. Most of you selecting A. Let's check. So, definitely option A is correct. So, according to A, phenol having its 10 and paranitrophenol that is second having B. Okay. Now, the third one is having A and the picric acid having its B. So that's true because acidic strength will definitely, which whoever having the most acidic hydrogen ion definitely having the lowest pK value. So according to me, that is picric acid because there is three NO2 is present, one Na2 is present. Then after we are having the phenol and the last we are having this. So of course, pK value will be reverse in nature. Now, this is the question that 8.8 gram of monohydric alcohol added to ethyl magnesium iodide in ether liberates 2240 centimeter cube of ethane at STP, that is standard temperature and pressure. The monohydric alcohols, when oxidized using pyridium chlorochromate, forms a carbonyl compound that answers silver mirror test, Tollin test. What is the monohydric alcohol? Please read this question carefully and then just let me know the answer. I guess this question is easy, so I can get the answer in like very few minutes. Okay, Angelina is saying B. What about others? Okay. That's great. So let's check first of all your answer. Then let's check your what is the explanation is going on. Let's check your answer first of all. So the answer is definitely it's option B. Now what is happening over here? Simple as that the reaction is talking about whatever the alcohol is here. Some monohydric alcohol is present is going to react with magnesium, ethyl magnesium iodide, which is the formula is C2H5 MgI going to react and it is going to form C2H6, which is ethane plus a adduct, which is again magnesium and OR and there is I. So now here you need to calculate first of all mole of ethane. So at STP, when we talk about at STP, so 1 mole of gas is going to occupy 22.4 liter, which is generally equal to same as it is 22400 centimeter cube. So now just calculate the moles of C2H6. So what is this? This is 2240 just divided by 2240 centimeter cube. This is centimeter cube because both are going to write in centimeter cube. So you will get 0.1 over here. Now the 0.1 mole is present. Now when we talk about the moles of alcohol, so from a balanced equation you can easily see that the ratio of alcohol to ethane is 1:1. So as it is, the mole of alcohol is also 0.1. Now let's calculate the molar mass. So molar mass is what? Molar mass is equal to mass upon mole. Now what is the mass? Mass is 0. That is M we are going to calculate. Now what is the mass? Mass 8.8. This is 0.1 mole. Now let's calculate the molar mass. So what will be the value? That is 88 gram. Definitely it is going to coming 88 gram per mole. Now you know that the molar mass of that particular compound. So simple as that you can determine the monohydric formula. So you know that the formula is going to follow the any alcohol that is CnH2n plus 2 and it will be 0. What is the meaning? That the formula will be CnH2n plus 2, and this is 0. Now you can put the value whatever you want that. Suppose let's, if I'll put the value over here, how we are going to put the value? We are getting that it's 12 nitrogen. It's going to react with what is 12? 12 is a mass number. It's going to react with its 2n plus 2 and plus 16, which is equal to 88. And if you are going to solve this equation, complete equation, you will get the value of n. Let's say, let's solve this equation. So this will be 12n plus 2n plus 2 plus 16 is equal to 18. 88. If you solve this, you will get the n value here. Now the n value, suppose if I talk about the n value, so definitely it will be this is 12 and this is 14. 14 plus this will 18, if you minus it. So you will get 5 according to this. 14 divided by 17, you will get 5 over here. Now just put this 5 value over here. So this will be C5, this is the H12 and this is O. So for me, this will be C5H12 and O. Now this is O. So this is monohydrate, which means only one OH will be present. So you can write this formula like this. This will become C2H5, C2H11, and this is OH. This is probably the monohydrate alcohol. Now this is the simple one. You can definitely going to write as like if you are going to identify that particular alcohol. So the first one is tolerance test. Definitely the resulting compound is going to give you the mirror test easily, because meaning that it is aldehyde. Suppose this is PCC, that alcohol is going to oxidize in the presence of PCC. This is definitely going to form a carbonyl compound. Suppose, so what's the conclusion? Conclusion over here, suppose there is a primary alcohol and primary alcohol is going to oxidize in aldehyde. So definitely original alcohol will be a primary alcohol. So after definitely that alcohol is going to give you the complete aldehyde test. So according to me, that if you see the option number second, that is 2, 2 dimethyl propane 1 ol. Definitely again the 5 carbons are there. Primary alcohol is there. Definitely this is correct. Rest all are incorrect. So the answer is there option. Tell me, ask a particular question. When a tertiary alcohol, that is A, C4H10O, going to react with 20% of H3PO4 at 358 Kelvin, it gives a compound B, that is C4H8 as a major product. The IUPAC name of the compound B is, what is the answer? B. Okay, very good, Anurag. Anurag is saying B. What about others? Vittal, give your answer.
Ma'am, I think it's B.
Okay, B. Very good. Okay, Srivardhan is saying B. Okay, what about others? I am waiting for your answer. Okay, Shubhradev is also saying B. Okay. Let's check what is the answer. So the answer is here option D. That is, I guess, correct. Why the option D is correct? That whenever we talk about a tertiary alcohol, so what is the meaning of tertiary alcohol? Definitely the carbon having the three alkyl group attached with along with one OH group. So now the reaction is here, which is explaining you there. It is simple as that there is crowded alcohol is present, tertiary alcohol is present, which is crowded. 3-degree alcohol is definitely going to be crowded. So here generally what happened here is elimination will take place. Beta hydride elimination will take place, and the water molecule is going to release. So the formation of the 2-methyl propene will take place. And if the case of second degree and 1 degree alcohol will be there, that will be easy. There will be no such kind of elimination will take. So there is normal substitution reaction will go on. Now this is PCC. What is PCC? This is very easy. Abhi I just tell you that what is PCC. Before, I guess, previous question. Okay, that's great. Okay. Very good, Ira, Akshara, Vittal. Okay, everyone is choosing option D. That's great. No, I don't think everyone is participating still. I'm just waiting. Who is not participating, please tell me. If you're having any confusion, you can ask if there is any confusion. See, the question is PCC is basically PCC is again I tell you that option D is correct. Why the option D is just a simple complex of chromium trioxide with pyridine plus HCl. So definitely this is pyridinium chlorochromate. So basically name, it's clear in that particular name as well, that chromium trioxide with pyridine in HCl. So definitely it's an organic synthesis which is generally used as oxidation of alcohol to carbonyl compounds. Now you're having again, see, I told you that PCC is used to alcohol to convert into carbonyl compounds. Okay, oxidation, it will take in our oxidation. So hybridization rate involved at carbon 1 in the above reaction. This is very easy. This is very easy. See, now you can see we are talking about the C1 position. So now let's talk about the C1 position. This is the C1, 1, 2, 3, and this is 4. Suppose this is alcohol group, so this is sp3, which is very clear. Carbon is having only single bond, so definitely this is sp3. Let's see what I'm talking about after the PCC, it's get oxidized alcohol is getting changed over it's getting changed. So that can definitely CHO is present. Now carbon having the double bond. Again, the carbon is having the double bond, which indicates this is sp2. If carbon having the triple bond, definitely it will indicate the presence of sp. If the carbon having only a single bond, that it represent sp3. So definitely there is the answer is sp2, sp3 to sp2. Okay, this is the question. This is again very easy question. If you see this question is very easy. Again, there is a concept, you know, that bulkiness of that particular compound is going on. So just tell me what is the answer according to you. Because before I told you that if the carbon is very bulkier in terms of big group, then definitely elimination will follow. No substitution is follow, but that is actually, if I'll talk about that is actually minor product. So let's say how many of you selecting the correct answer? Not everyone give the correct, like giving the answer. Shubhrodeep, very good. That's great. That's great. Let's check. So the answer is option C, definitely. This is going to break. This is OH, and this is I, and this is positive, definitely. This is the first product, and then this is going to attach. This is the second one. Basically, this is second one is minor, and that first one is more major. Now you're having another question that an organic compound with formula that is C7H8O dissolve in NaOH and give a characteristic color with FeCl3. This is very easy. On treatment with bromine, it gives a tribromo derivative. Arey Baba, this is very easy. What is going to be the answer? The phenol derivative is there. That is true. Okay, let's check your answer. So it will be it's metacresol. How the metacresol will justify your answer? Let's see first of all what is the. Just give me a moment. Okay. Now, what is happening over here, if I'll talk about? So simple as that, suppose metacresol, definitely, if the phenol is getting attached at meta position CH3 group, that is called metacresol. And if it is going to react in the presence of sodium ion. So definitely this is acidic, so going to remove this and definitely sodium metal is going to attach with that particular thing, then definitely the neutral FeCl3 is going to react. A violet color compound is happening as I told you. Suppose this is going to react with Br3, Br2 in excess, definitely tribromo complex will form. So the answer is metacresol. Can anyone tell why I didn't take paracresol or orthocresol?
The tribromo derivative will not happen.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? See, always remember that when we talk about that orthocresol and paracresol is incorrect, because if I talk about due to the number of available reactive position on the benzene ring during the bromination, what is going on? So, what is the meaning? If you see that orthocresol position 2 is occupied, paracresol or position 4 is occupied, and metacresol position 3 is occupied. So in that case, when we talk about ortho, there is only two position is vacant. And in that case of para, there is two positions. So in the case of only meta is that there is three positions are vacant. So that last compound is not going to form in case of para and ortho. Anurag, you give the answer now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's great. No one else? Okay. So let me know in Kolbe reaction, the reacting substances are. Now this is again. So in Colway's reaction, reacting substances basically it's option D, phenolate ions. Suppose phenol is there, so we are talking about generally. So you can take after phenol, you can take the aryl ring is going to be substituted with any alkyl.
Ma'am, you're frozen.
Yes, so please tell me, am I clearly audible and visible to you? Because I just lost my network, that's why it's happened.
Yes, ma'am. Now you're audible.
Okay, okay, thank you so much. Actually, I just lost my network, so that is why it happened. Let me share again. Is it not visible? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
let's go with the next question. Okay, now here the question is talking about the major product obtained whenever ethanol is going to heated in the presence of concentrated H2SO4 at 443. Before I told you the same question, where I'll discuss about the different temperature at which ethanol having a different product. At that time, I told you if the H2SO4 is going to heat at 413 Kelvin, so there is a formation of the diethyl ether will be take place. Suppose we are going to increase the temperature at 30 degrees centigrade. So now the product will change. There will be elimination takes place. So there is very important. You need to understand the temperature is very important in that case whenever if ethanol is going to react with sulfuric acid. So please tell me what is the answer for this particular question. Okay, very good. Angelina is saying D. And what about Ira? That's great. Vittal, very good. Akshara. Okay, Srivardhan, that's great. So before I told you about this particular question, so definitely the answer will be it's ethene because previously I explained why the ethene is going to be the product. Previously in that particular question, I explained you the thing. Let's go with the next question. So among the following, the products formed by the reaction of anisole with HI. Again, what is the formula for the anisole? Let me write the formula for the anisole. If the benzene ring having OCH3 group, again this is again ether. Anisole is a ether with having a aryl ring that is called ether. Going to react with HI. So what is going to be the product? This is very easy. You can understand that this I having negative charge and hydrogen having that positive charge. So what is going to be the answer? It's very easy as well. That this is anisole is going to react with HI. Definitely phenol is going to form, and you are having that idomethane. So definitely the answer will be option D. Let's talk about the next question. Which is most viscous? What is the meaning of viscous? What is the meaning of viscous? And please tell me what is the answer first of all. Just okay. See, very good, very
Like
good.
dense.
Dense. It's just like if you understand if the solute is very like more, and if there is force of attraction is more, then definitely that is called viscous. Okay, so most of you choosing the option C. Let's see the answer first of all. What is the answer? So it will be glycerol. So now why the glycerol is viscous in nature? Simple as that. So if I'm talking about the glycerol is most viscous, so viscosity is the liquid resistance to flow. And it's primarily, if I'll talk about, is determining by the extent of the intermolecular force of attraction, which is working in between the molecules. If I talk about the case of glycerol, so glycerol having a molecular bonding which is called hydrogen bond. So hydrogen bonding is a kind of bonding which is very like strong. So definitely in the case of glycerol, there will be a hydrogen bonding. That is why it is considered as a most viscous liquid. So again, methanol, number of OH group you can see, there will be one. If I talk about ethanol, there will be a number of OH group will be one. Again, ethylene glycol, number of OH will be two, but in case of glycerol, there will be three. So maximum number to form hydrogen bond. So maximum tendency to form hydrogen bond, maximum tendency in having the intermolecular force of attraction between. So that is why they behave like a higher viscous liquid. So the answer is that will be glycerol. Let's talk about this next question. A compound is having that C7H8 oxygen in insoluble in NaHCO3. solution, but dissolve in NaOH and give a characteristic color with neutral FeCl3. With treatment of bromine, water A forms a compound B, and the same question we have already did. The same question we have already did. In the previous one, I told you na, that if it is giving you the characteristic color with neutral FeCl3, then definitely it is a class where phenols exist. Because if the phenol derivative is there, it's going to react with neutral FeCl3. There will be a characteristic color which is violet in nature. So the answer, according to me, it will be a phenol derivative. Okay. So the answer is definitely it's option B. Why again the same question? We didn't choose that option C and option D as our answer. So you know that in the case of meta Cresol, there will be availability of 3 positions. But if you see in case of ortho as well as in para, there will be only vacant site present, that is 2 only. So the last product will not form in case of ortho as well as para. So the answer is here option B. This is the question. The major product of the following reaction is, again HBr is going to react this particular equation and having a product. This is present in excess form. Let's see the answer. So the answer is option that is A, CH3, CHBr, CH2Br. Okay, simple as that. If hydro HBr is going to take place, then definitely in previous class I told you that there will be a addition reaction which is called as a Marconi-Kove rule. So we have to use that particular compound product. We are making the particular product by using a Marconi-Kove rule. Now, what is Marconi-Kove rule? Marconi-Kove rule states that if there is a negative part of that addendum going to attach with that particular carbon which are having a lesser number of hydrogen. So this is going to be the answer. Okay, there will be one thing if I told you that there is HBr in excess. So definitely this reaction is going to proceed again. In second form, again the Br is going to attach with another carbon. But if HBr is not in excess, then definitely this is going to be stop at the previous step, where you are having only CH2, double bond CH and CH2Br. This will be the product. If if HBr is not in excess. So it will stop here. Let's go with the next question. This is question that which of the following on heating gives a ether as major product? Now again, same thing, ether as a main product. Write your answers. That's great. Pizza products. Okay. Most of you choosing the option D. Let's check your answer. So it will be D. Uh, it will be P. And then we are having a again Q as it is same thing as I told you. Why this is the phenoxide ion like phenol sodium ion and going to react with CH3Br. Here you can see this is going to be sodium including with the alkyl chain. So this will be the easiest one, that's sodium methoxide, and you are having sodium phenoxide. So definitely the formation of the major product, which is ethanols, sorry, ethers. Now you are having a next question. The step involved in the conversion of propane to all to propane 1 all are in the order. Let's check. Most of you choosing option D. Let's check. This is option C. Uh, Definitely. In this step one, what we are going to do, alcoholic KOH going to react and definitely going to take one uh, HC, that will going to remove the water molecule. So you are having that particular thing here, the formation of the alkene will take place. Then after what we are going to do, here it is HBr in the presence of peroxide, definitely. So there will be anti-Markovnikov rule happens, anti-Markovnikov rule. Okay, then anti-Markovnikov rule. Lastly, we are going to heat with the alcoholic KOH. So if you are going to heat with the alcoholic KOH, then definitely that particular alkyl part will be that halide part will be removed. Now this is question number: which of the following can be used to test the acidic nature of ethanol? This is very easy. So what is the answer? Everyone, what is the answer? Let's check the answer. So the let's check answer that will be sodium metal. What is the answer? That is sodium metal. Why we are choosing that sodium metal? So definitely, even through whenever we talk about ethanol, so ethanol is extremely weak acid, weaker than water itself. So it can still react with active metals like sodium. Suppose you are having that C2H5OH going to react with sodium. So definitely it is going to form sodium ethoxide plus gas. So if I talk about, this is the answer, sodium ethoxide and hydrogen gas. Now, this is the answer why we choose sodium metal. Rest we are not choosing by. Let's suppose I'll talk about the blue litmus. So ethanol is a weak acid, so it does not produce that much of H plus ion to change the color of litmus paper. So it is considered neutral to the litmus. If I talk about B and C, that Na2CO3 and NaHCO3 will be there. Definitely, again, these are weak bases, and generally they are used to test carboxylic acid, like acetic acid and all that. Ethanol is not that much of a strong acid to react with carbonates and bicarbonate to release that carbon dioxide gas. So that's why these are not used. So these are not used. This is going to use due to the formation of sodium alkoxide. Next, we are having a next question, that is phenol can be distinguished from ethanol by the reagent. You are having the four options, that bromine water, sodium metal, iron metal, chlorine. I think I have done this. I did this question before. I think so. Let's check.
Yes, ma'am. We did this
We
before.
did the same question. I think instead of ethanol, we are having that propanol, right? Only that C3H7OH is present and rest everything is same. So I think the same concept will going on with that particular question too. So again, let's check the answer. So the answer is bromine water test. Before I told you that it is going to form an aqueous white PPT, that the tribromo phenol. So the answer is will be it's bromine water. Before I told you that same thing. Okay, now this is the question. What is the increasing order of acidic strength among the following? Now this is again very easy. Paramethoxy, phenol. Let's go. This is OH and paramethoxy. Again, this is, I think, okay. This is OH. This is CH3. And this is again, okay. This is OH and this is NO2. See, electron withdrawing group increases acidity is directly proportional. You can tell me what is the correct answer. This is very, very easy. Electron withdrawing group increases the acidity. Electron donating group will be inversely proportional to acidity. If you increase the acidity, definitely electron withdrawing group is increasing acidity, and definitely electron withdrawing group will be present over there. So the answer for this particular question, that's great. Let's check. So definitely it will be C. That the first one, that is methoxy, then second, then third one, because I told you this is more than last. So the answer is, because this is electron withdrawing. So the answer is C. Let's talk about this next question. The product X and Z in the following reaction. It's like reaction. It's a reaction. Sequences are. What is going to be the answer for this particular question? See, benzene is going to react with any alkene in the presence of AlCl3 and ether. Okay, and Rag is saying A. What about others? Only Anurag is giving the answer. Can anyone please tell me why? Srivardhan is option A. What about others? Angelina is also saying A. Okay, okay, okay. Let's check. So the answer is definitely it's isopropyl benzene and acetone. Again, this is AlCl3 going to react. Then definitely this is the complete going to attach to this benzene ring, and you are having that benzene ring having going to react with O2. Definitely, suppose O2 is going on, then cumene is going to form. Here the formation of cumene will take place, and after you are having that cumene, you're just going to burn that, heat that particular thing in the presence of H2O. You will get phenol along with the acetone. So the answer is option B. Sorry, A. Let's talk about next question. Okay. Now, which of the following reagent can not be used in oxidized primary alcohol to aldehyde? Akshara is saying B. Very good. Let's check first of all the answer. All of you choose your answer, or I didn't see everyone giving the answer. I didn't see. See, let's see first of all the answer. So it's option B. Let's talk about that particular answer. So the reagent that cannot be oxidized primary alcohol to aldehyde, that is option B, which is KMNO4 in acidic medium. Now, why? What is happening over here? So always remember, whenever we are talking about the conversion of the primary alcohol, that is CH2OH group, whatever it is, going to convert into aldehyde, that is CHO. So it required a mild oxidizing agent or specific condition that prevent further oxidation to a carboxylic acid. What it meaning? Alcohol is there, it is going to convert into aldehyde, and aldehyde is going to convert into again carboxylic acid. Let's say when we talk about that option B, that KMNO4 in acidic medium, definitely KMNO4, what it did, it directly going to, it is a strong oxidizing agent. So that what it did, instead of formation of aldehyde stage, it immediately convert into the carboxylic acid group. And rest PCC, CrO3 in anhydrous medium and heating the copper at 573, definitely these all are going to be work as what we are talking about. They all just going to be convert into that aldehyde. Pyridine definitely spiles. Specialized mild reagent है, that is phorosynthesis, phorosynthesis we use. That anhydrous solvent like dichloromethane, so there will be no water is present. Aldehyde cannot be converted into hydrated to the oxidation to an acid. Suppose CrO3 we are talking about anhydrous medium. So what is happening that similarly PCC is going there that using chromium trioxide in a water-free environment with often with pyridine, which ensure that the reaction stops at aldehyde stage. And we talk about that heating the copper at 573. Definitely, this is a dehydrogenation reaction. Passing alcohol vapor, and whenever we are going to heat, copper is going to remove to give two hydrogen atom to form an aldehyde. So definitely this is going to be again stop at this position. So the answer is here, that is option B. Let's talk about, this is the next question, that oxidation of toluene with chromyl chloride followed by hydrolysis of benzaldehyde. This reaction is called as. Again I'm like asking the same question, that oxidation of toluene with chromyl chloride followed by hydrolysis give benzaldehyde. This is very easy. I think what I remember, it's option A, Etard reaction. So definitely the name for this reaction will be its Etard reaction. This is the question. Arrange the following compound in their decreasing order of reactivity toward nucleophilic addition reaction. It is nucleophilic. It's nucleophilic addition reaction. Okay, so just tell me, this is nucleophilic addition reaction. Again, this is very easy. We'll talk about the decreasing order of reactivity towards the nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, everyone is choosing option A as well. Very good. Very good, Srivardhan. I accept your answer A. Okay. So definitely, why I'll talk about that nucleophilic addition, then it is definitely aldehyde. Aldehyde is like more towards that giving the nucleophilic addition reaction, because you can, there will be a major issue, that is steric syndrome. So this will be the main factor which is happening in that particular addition of the nucleophilic reaction. So now we are having the next thing, that compound P and R in a following reaction are. This is CH3CHO going to react with CH3MgBr in the presence of water, acidic water you can say. Going to form P and concentrated H2SO4 in the presence of heat. You are having B, then you are having that B2S6 in the presence of H2O2. This will happen as I think anti-Marconi rule. So just let me know what is the answer. Very good, Anurag. You are giving so. Anurag, tell me the product P.
2 propanol.
What is Q?
One Q. Q is propene.
Propene. Okay, concentrated H2. Then B2S6.
Then 1 propanol.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So definitely this is when we talk about P and R. This is P and this is R. This is going to be the 2 propanol. This is, and you are having the last one that is 1 propanol. So these are position isomer because the position of OH group is different. Now, this is the question that the heating of phenyl methyl ether with HI produces an aromatic compound A, which on treatment with concentrated H2HNO3 gives B. A and B respectively are. I'm not getting most of the answers. Okay, it's D now I'm getting. So let's check the answer. So definitely, whenever we are talking about that methyl ether, definitely this is anisole. As I told you, going to treat with HI, formation of phenol, previous in the reaction. And if that concentrated HNO3 will be there, definitely picric acid is going to form. So the answer is option D. This is the question. The general name of the compound formed by the reaction between aldehyde and alcohol is. The general name of the compound formed between the reaction of aldehyde and alcohols is. Most of you selecting the answer, definitely. This is called acetal. This is probably the aldehyde one, and you are having the alcohol going to react. Hemiacetal, this reaction is won't going to be stopped. Again, you are having a second molecule of alcohol. This is going to formation of the acetal will take place. This is addition reaction. The test to differentiate between pentane to one and pentane to one is. Very good, Akshay and Anurag. Very good. See, you all are performing so well. I just like, I'm very happy to see you all that you all are performing well. This is the third class where I can see that you all are giving the answers, answering the question, and I'll just get your answer in very like few. I can say that in few seconds. So that is very good. I think you all are going to achieve a very good marks in K-CET. So definitely this will be the IDO form because if you see the pentanone, so this is COCH3, IDO form will going on. And if you see this one, so there will be no COCH. So this group is the indication for the IDO form test. If this group is present, definitely IDO form will given by the particular reactant. If there is no presence of this particular group, definitely no yellow PPT will be formed. So the answer will be option C. Let's talk about this question and organic compounds. An organic compound an organic compound, that is X, on treatment with PCC in dichloromethane gives the compound Y. Compound Y is react with I2 and alkali to form yellow precipitate of triiodomethane. The compound X is. So let's talk about the answer. So if I'll talk about the answer will be its option C, that this is alcohol, ethyl alcohol. Again, why the compound, this is Y is going to give you iodoformate. It means this is acetyl group. As I told you, COCH3 group is present. Definitely, you are having any alcohol going to react with PCC, aldehyde is going to convert it. And if there is presence of aldehyde, it will definitely going to give you the iodoform test. Now this is the question. HgSO4, H2SO4, PCC, SnCl2, HCl and H3O. This is quite easy. Whatever the product, whatever the reactant A, B, C, you are getting the same product, that is acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde, which means CH2CH. So let's say what is the answer for this particular question. So the answer is option C, that ethine. This is ethine. CDC, CH triple bond CH. If in the presence of HgSO4, it will get tautomerized and will give you the aldehyde. Now suppose BCC, PCC we are using, that is oxidizing agent. As I told you, ethanol is getting converted into aldehyde. So definitely there is a presence of ethanol, which is C2H5OH. This is correct. Suppose again we are having SnCl2 and HCl, which is again we have going to follow with the hydrolysis. This is H3O. So when we talk about here, so the answer is that is hydrolysis. So you are having that particular compound as is aldehyde. So the answer, those who are selecting option C, all are correct. Now this is the question, that CH3CHO again going to react with CH3MgBr in the presence of hydrolysis followed by hydrolysis. Concentrated H2SO4 will be the. I think this question is same.
Yes, ma'am, it's the same question.
Same question previous, that propane 2-ol and propane 1-ol, right? Okay, so the answer is having the same one, that is position isomer. Okay, let me just tell me the answer. Which is the most suitable reagent for the following conversion? I try to complete maximum question today itself. Let's see how many we are going to complete. Let's see. So when we talk about, there is the answer will be I2 and NaOH solution is with. Definitely suppose I2 and NaOH, what is going to be given? Again COCS group. So definitely this answer will be the iodoform reaction. The carbonyl compound that does not undergo aldol condensation. So when we talk about what is the requirement for the aldol condensation, so you are talking about any carbonyl compound. It can be aldehyde, it can be ketone. To undergo aldol condensation, it must possess at least one alpha hydrogen atom. Adam, what is alpha hydrogen? That definitely a hydrogen atom attached to the carbon directly adjacent to the carbonyl group. So that is called the alpha hydrogen. So the what is happening? The base is going to remove the alpha hydrogen to form a nucleophilic enolate ion, which is definitely a first step of a reaction. Without any alpha hydrogen, it cannot. So let's see the answer. Option C, definitely. Because if you see the here, this is the functional group and directly attached carbon having no alpha hydrogen. Cl group is there. So no alpha hydrogen means no alcohol condensation. This is the next question. Statement 1, statement 2, that reduction of ester by diol followed by hydrolysis give aldehyde. Statement 2, oxidation of benzyl alcohol with aqueous KMNO4 lead to the formation of benzaldehyde. Among the above statement, identify the correct statement. What is the correct one? Anurag, Akshara. I think everyone is not participating. I'm just asking the same question again and again. Vittal, are you not participating? Why? You are not participating well.
No, B, right?
B. So, see, Vittal, I have to ask this for each and every question again and again to you.
Sorry, ma'am.
Okay, that's great. It will be helpful for you if you are giving your answer instead of just saying. It will going to help you out. Let's say, so what is the answer? That will be definitely whenever we talk about the statement 1 is true, statement second is false. Now, what is the meaning of statement A? Once then definitely, if we are talking about a dibel, so dibel at a low temperature, it is definitely strictly it is reduces that ester to corresponding aldehydes. Ester to aldehyde, low temperature dibel. When we talk about aqueous KMNO4, definitely benzyl alcohol is there. It's definitely going to convert into benzoic acid. So not benzaldehyde because it is a strong oxidizing agent, a strong oxidizing agent. So definitely directly converted. So the answer will be it's B. What is option here? Which of the following has most acidic hydrogen? Tell me. This is again very easy question. I just wanted to know this answer and like Ira, very good, very good. Vittal, now you're participating. It's like look amazing. Subhadeep, very good. So everyone choosing option B, as I told you, minus I effect is there, definitely. Trichloroacetic acid, 3-chloro is there, so more negative, more Cl, greater stabilization, stronger acid, definitely. Negative ion will be there. So the answer is option C. Reaction with which benzaldehyde cannot be prepared.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
ether with diol H will produce two aldehydes, right? Or two carbonyl groups.
What you are talking?
Ether with diol H will form
Okay,
two compounds with carbonyl group.
okay.
Is that correct or
Compounds with carbonyl group.
yes, ma'am?
Ether, definitely, agar we are talking about the ether is our group is having that diol hydrogen. Definitely, it's going to form whenever we talk about two compounds with a carbonyl compound. So when we talk about here, so actually what I think about, suppose diol hydrogen is here, fine. So it does not going to react whenever I'll talk about the simple ethers. What is the meaning? Suppose diol is here, is going to like let's talk about you're talking about ether or ester.
Ether.
Okay. We're talking about ether, right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that RCO. Whenever we talk about
Oh, ma'am, ether won't react. It will not form anything.
Definitely. In the starting, I told you, na, whenever it is happening, ether is not going to react diable easily. Ester is going to react easily. If you want to talk about Easter, I can tell you about Easters. If you want to know.
Yes, ma'am. Ester will form.
Easter, what is mean RCOOR, R dash. Okay. If there is Bible is having, suppose there is a two temperature is happening, low temperature will be there. Definitely, Easter is one that is going to convert it into aldehyde and one alcohol. Fine, one aldehyde and one alcohol. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. I understood.
Okay, and I guess that's what I told you. Suppose if there is diester, two diester is there, then definitely it is going to convert into two aldehydes. Yeah. So what you are talking, ether is not
Yes, ma'am. I
there.
understood.
Okay. Okay. So now this answer will be benzoic acid, that is zinc amalgam with concentrated HCl, definitely. So this is not having aldehyde cannot benzaldehyde cannot be prepared. This is not the reaction. Rest all are the preparation method for the benzaldehyde. Now this is the question that ethanoic acid undergo Hell-Bohard-Zalesky reaction, but methanoic acid does not because. Again, I think there is a reason for the alpha hydrogen. Tell me the answer. Again, there's a concept of alpha hydrogen will go, and alpha hydrogen has like the same function group having next carbon having a hydrogen that is called alpha hydrogen. So definitely in ethanoic acid, this is CH3 COOH, and let's talk about methanoic acid. What is the formula for the methanoic acid? So it do not have any alpha hydrogen, but it have alpha hydrogen. So the answer is option A. Okay, the reagent which can do conversion, acid is going to convert it into alcohol. Generally, alcohol is going to convert it into the acid that is called oxidation. And here, what is happening now? What is the answer for you all? Most of you, I guess, selecting lithium aluminum hydride, right? See, lithium aluminum hydride, if you are taking that, definitely it is going to be converting acetic acid into ethanol, like because this is a powerful reducing agent. So it's definitely going to reduce carboxylic groups in all way to the primary alcohol, which is simply as that. Why we are choosing? Because like LiLH4, the first one is a strong reducing power, and suppose we are talking about the ether, so ether is like going to react easily. And if I talk about why others are not correct, so suppose H2PT we are talking about, so while whenever we talk about the catalytic hydrogenation, so it will work in the case of alkene and alkynes well. It generally do not going to reduce carboxylic acid into the alcohols. There is standard laboratory condition which is happening. Suppose we are talking about sodium borohydride, so it is generally milder reducing acid. So it can reduce aldehyde and ketones, but it's not enough to reduce carboxylic acid. Let's say sodium in ethanol. So whenever we talk about a combination is used, that is called covalent blank reduction. So which is effectively used for esters, but it's not standard for the again carboxylic acid. So the answer is here that is lithium aluminum hydride with. Okay. Now this is propanoic acid undergo HVZ reaction to give chloropropanoic acid. The product is obtained. Again, this is fluoro. Negative sign will be there. So the answer for this particular question will be, let's check. Okay, so the answer is option A, stronger acid than propanoic acid. Who is going to explain that? Electron withdrawing group is present Cl. Definitely it is going to increase the negative charge. So how we are choosing option C? I told you in the previous one that electron withdrawing group is present and definitely it is a stronger acid from the starting one. Okay, this is the question that heat is going to react with H2PDBSO4. This is, I guess, Rosenmund. Having the reaction concentrated at NaOH and HCl, what is going to be the answer for this particular question?
What is RNS?
Here it is RMS picture.
Uh,
I think there is hence the R and S form benzyl benzoate when treated with each other. I think one part is missing for this particular question. There is no RMS. Fine, just leave this question. There is missing part. Okay, this is the question. Next question. I think one part is missing for this. There is no RMS. I think you have to find. I think you have to just draw each and but what is RMS? There is no mention. Okay, just leave that question. Okay, lower member of aliphatic carboxylic acid are soluble in water. This question is due to lower member of aliphatic carboxylic acid again soluble in water because they are forming. Simple as that. C double bond OH is there. So definitely what they are going to form? They are going to form the hydrogen bond with the water. That's why they are soluble. Now you are having this next question that is C6H5COH, NS3, heat, P, Q, and this is R. So R is what? Let's check the answer. So the answer whenever we talk about this is like very hazard explanation. Simple as that. Suppose there is this is benzoic acid going to react with NH3. Definitely in the heat, if you are heating, then definitely this is going to form, which is generally NH4 is going to introduce. That is Hofmann bromide reaction will take place. So in that case, then after you are having that, then you are having amide group. Then after the when you are having that amide group, again NaOBr is going to react definitely. O minus Br minus, this is going to be Na positive OBr minus. Definitely, it's going to attach to form the next product. Then you are having that H2SO4. And in the presence of H2SO4, you can see here the complete explanation over having. See, this is a complete explanation. So you can see there is a formation of this NH3SO3 and this is NH2SO3. So this is generally the first one is benzamide, then aniline, then this is sulfuric acid. So the option is R is sulfuric acid, which is B. Acetic acid is treated with CaOH whole twice, and the product is obtained is subjected to dry distillation. The final product is. Give your answers. So, what is going to form according to me? That is, it's propanone and CaCO3. Let's check what is the answer. So, the answer is it's propanone. So, again, acetic acid is going to react with the CaOH, calcium hydroxide, then definitely what is going to be calcium acetate will form. Then after if you are having this calcium acetate and you are heating too long, then definitely the propanone is going to form and you are having the carbon dioxide, which is itself going to reduce to the CaO and carbon dioxide. Now, which of the following reagent are suitable in differentiate between aniline and N-methyl aniline chemically? Angelina, Anurag, Akshara, Shubhrodeep, Shaurya. What about others? I think there is some much students, there is some more students who are not participating. Let's see how many. Let's see first of all how many is there present. And first of all, let's check their participation. Okay. So Achyut, are you participating? Angelina is participating. Akshara is also participating. And Daryl, you are not participating. I didn't see your name as well. And Ira is participating. Okay. Shaz, it's Joe. Joe is not participating. Kanishka, today I'm not able to see your answers as well. Samarth, are you not participating? Can you please tell me why? These, whatever student I tell the name, these are not like participating well. So the answer is here that is chloroform is going to react with alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Definitely. Let's talk about differentiating between aniline and N-methyl aniline. So there is only, when we are talking about, there is a primary aromatic amine that is aniline, and we are having another that is secondary amine. So first you can having that carbolamine test where you can see the formation of the isocyanate will take place, which is four smell compound is going to form. Then definitely in case of the whenever we are talking about the primary amines, it will give only the isocyanate group test. Secondary amines will not give you the isocyanate test. So according to this option, whenever we talk about A, B, and C, definitely all react, but both aniline and N-methylaniline is essentially in same way, but it cannot tell you with the reaction option D. So the answer will be D. Which of the following reaction does not yield a amine? Again, this is very easy. Okay, so most of you choose the answer. So let's check what is the answer over here. So this is the answer. Option C. Can anyone tell me the products for the first one? What is the product for the first one?
Mixture of primary, secondary, tertiary amines and quaternary salt.
That's great. NH3 is going to react. That's why definitely mixture of the primary, secondary, tertiary will form. That's great. What about the second one? What is the product? Anurag, except Anurag. Anurag, just wait. Akshara, you tell me what is the answer for the second option?
Ma'am, R CH2NH2.
You can say that it is a reduction of nitrides. Fine. So
Yes.
hydrogen is getting attached with hydrocarbon as well as nitrogen, right? Okay. Now third one, who is going to explain? Shubhrodeep, you tell me what is the answer for the third one? What is the product? Vittal, you tell me. Vittal, you tell me.
Yes, ma'am, 1 minute. Ma'am, that's okay.
See, RCN is going to react with H2O in the presence of acidic what? Acidic. So what is the acidic hydrolysis of nitride? So what is the product?
um, amide is given amide.
See, when I talk about, you are giving the answer option C. This is correct, definitely. So there is no amine will produce in that particular reaction. Why? See, simple as that. Whenever we talk about acidic hydrolysis of nitride, so when nitrile is going to react with water in the presence of acid, they undergo hydrolysis to form amides as
Yeah.
an intermediate. But there again further they are getting hydrolyzed to form carboxylic acid. So and ammonium salt. So no amine product is in that particular reaction. There is only short time amide is formed. Okay. What about fourth product? Who is going to tell me about the fourth product? What is the fourth product? What is the fourth product? Mixtures of amines.
Ma'am, it's a primary amine.
Okay, then definitely this will be primary. What is the reaction? What is the product like? What is the formula? That is RCH2NH2, right? This is the formula RCH2NH2, right? This is the primary. Let's go with the next question. This is the question. Match the following. Oh, okay. Match the following compound list A and the item given in list B. So there is list A and this is list B. So what is the answer for this particular? Let's check the answer for this particular question. Definitely, when we talk about benzene sulfonyl chloride, so this is that Hinsberg reagent, you know that. This is Hinsberg reagent, so this will be the option B. This is sulfonylic acid. So definitely when we talk about sulfonic acid, that benzene ring having SO3H as well as an H2 group. So this is going to form zwitter ion, that SO3 minus and NH3 plus. So the answer is sulfonic acid. This is the zwitter ion. Alkyl diazonium salts, definitely when we talk about alkyl diazonium salts, so they are going to use as going to convert into the carbocation intermediates. So definitely conversion of alcohol will take place and this is the dies. So the answer is option B. Now this is the question that biologically active adrenal and I think these are the questions from biomolecules. An ephedrine used to increase blood pressure contain. I think this is now, I think all the biomolecules part is coming now. Biologically active adrenal and ephedrine used to increase blood pressure contain. What is the answer? So definitely it is the option B, secondary, because biologically whenever we talk about adrenal and epidermal, they will increase because they contain always second amino group. Now in this reaction, aniline NH2, this is NaNO2HCl. This is going to give you, I guess, diazonium salt. Again, phenol is going to react. So what is the product? So let's see the answer. This is quite very easy because the first one is diazonium salt. Previously, I told you. Then after what is happening, only addition will take place. N2Cl, the praise of N2Cl. Again, this ring is going to be just attached by the removal of HCl. So this is para-hydroxybenzene. So this is the equation in the reaction, that is C6H5Cn, SnCl2, HCl, KOH, and what is Y and Z? XYZ. This is quite easy. First one is quite easy. SnCl2 with HCl, this is, I guess, this is a Stephen reaction. Going to react with concentrated KOH. What is Rosenmund reaction? Who is going to explain? Ira, tell me what is Rosenmund?
Benzoyl chloride to benzaldehyde.
Okay, what is Cannizzaro?
Formaldehyde or aldehyde with concentrated KOH or or concentrated NaOH or KOH, which gives oxidized and reduced form of
Clemenson reduction? Can be formed like fluoro, no. Idobenzene by using Sandmeyer reaction. Can we form idobenzene by using Sandmeyer reaction?
No, ma'am.
So how you are going, if you wanted to prepare that idobenzene, what you need to?
Ki.
Just little warm it. Okay. What is Wolf-Kessler? This is basically reduction. Wood's reaction, I guess we have already discussed. Wood's, Anurag, tell me Wolf-Kessler reaction.
Reduction with NH2 and then heat with KOH and
For the NH2NH2?
NH2 is
Hydrazine. Fine. So here it is, again Stephen reaction. This is going to form Stephen reaction. This is a reduction reaction. So after this Stephen reaction, we are having that particular Cannizzaro reaction. So what is Cannizzaro reaction? This is already explained by Vittal. In the presence of KOH, they are going to benzaldehyde going to react and they are going to form the alcohol product. One is alcohol and another is normal product with the sodium. So now this is aniline. What is aniline? Aniline does not undergo nitration, it will give sulfonation, it is giving bromination, it is giving substituted product, para-bromobenzene, para-bromoaniline, para-nitroaniline, sulfonation is going on, Zwitter ion will form in sulfonation case. What is not happening, that is only the Friedel-Crafts reaction. So those who are selecting option C, all are correct because you know that NH2 group is attached to the benzene ring. So generally it is not going to take that particular, it is going to form a salt. So the answer is option C. This is the reaction. In the reaction, NH2 P is going to react. It is going to form N2Cl. This is diazonium salt. Going to react with Q. This is going to again form Na2BF4 minus, and definitely you are having NH2. This is quite easy. Hmm. So definitely the answer will be it's A, NaNO2. In the presence of Na2, this is going to convert it into the diazonium salt. After, if we are going to react with HBF4, definitely it is going to convert it into that particular product. And then lastly, we are having that CO2, CO and NaNO2. Definitely you will getting having that NO2 group, nitrate, nitrobenzene. So identify the product A and B in that particular reaction. AgCN, KCN, KCN is having that cyanide is formed. AgCN is having going to be isocyanide will form. Let's see what is the answer. Kanishka, you are not participating. Shubhrodev, very good, very good. So AgCN, isocyanide will form, and KCN, cyanide will form. So option A will be correct. Sorry, B will be correct. Let's go with the next question. This is again carbalamine test where the false smelling compound is formed and the primary amines resulting a false smelling product. What is it? This is again very easy. So the answer is here. It's option B. Correct, isocyanide will form. This is secondary amine is. What is secondary amine? A compound with two carbon atom at NH2 group, a compound with NH2 group on the carbon atom in number 2 position. This is NH3, NH2, NH, and N. 1 degree, 2 degree, and this is 3 degree. Let's talk about, so definitely, when we talk about, so a compound having two hydrogen, we are talking about secondary, which having two hydrogen of NH3 has been replaced by one organic compound. So this is called secondary. In the previous one, I told you here, two hydrogen is getting removed. This is C6H, CH2Cl going to react with alcoholic NH3 and CH3Cl. The product B is, what is the product? So again, the answer will be option A. C6H5 benzyl chloride is there, reacting with NaCl, definitely NH3. Benzylamine fine, then CH3Cl will be there, definitely the product will be formed, adduct product. Addition product will be formed. There is the method by which aniline cannot be prepared is. Can anyone tell what is the answer? Just waiting for your answer. Subhrodeep, okay, BD. Okay. See, the method by which aniline cannot be prepared, that is whenever potassium salt of halamide is going to react with chlorobenzene by the hydrolysis with that aqueous NaOH, that is specifically, this is a reaction that is Gabrielin halamide synthesis. Right. So this is like highly effective way to prepare pure aliphatic amine. So aromatic amines cannot be prepared by using this. So we'll definitely option D will be correct. Aliphatic amine can be prepared. Aromatic cannot be prepared. That is Gabrielin halamide reaction. This is the question that a hydrocarbon A at C4H8 on reaction with HCl gives a compound B that is C4H9Cl, which on reaction with 1 mole of NH3 gives compound C that is C4H10N on reacting with NaNO2 and HCl followed by treatment with water compound C yield an optically active compound D. The D is. I'll give you 1 minute for this particular question. Just give me the answer. So selecting option B, let's talk about the answer. So definitely whenever we talk about here, the option B is correct because butene is there. HCl is going to react. Definitely the Marconi curve will happen and NH2 is NH3 is there. Definitely NH2 group is going to attach over there. Then NaNO2 is there. HCl in the presence. So the optically active butane 2 all will be there. So this is the question. Please tell me. Compound A is having a major product Br2 in the presence of UV light. What is the product? So whenever we talk about the answer, Rag is saying B, Lakshay is also saying B. Let's check. Definitely Br2 in the presence of UV light. So definitely in the UV light, there will be a substitution reaction, that is free radical reaction will take place. So the formation of the product, that is option B. This is a final product. Yes.
Ma'am, could you explain why the other products won't be formed? Could you explain that?
Okay. Just give me a moment. Let me see the first all previous one. I'm explaining each and every explanation. This is only I left. So Akshara told me to explain again. Right, Akshara?
Yes, ma'am.
I thought, yeah, I'll just skip this question. Okay. So it's okay. 1 minute, Akshara. Okay. So whenever we talk about the option B, always remember that first of all, we need to identify what type of this reaction is it. Suppose the reagent what we are using, that Br2 using with UV light, see this combination signifies that the photochemically free radical substitution will take place. So unlike whenever we are having the electrophilic aromatic substitution, which would attack on the benzene group, this reaction specifically targets on the alkyl side chain. Here, the first thing you understand, The second thing, whenever we talk about the stability of the intermediate, so in the first step, UV is going to break the bond of PRBr to create Br radical. And these radical is going to extract hydrogen from the ethyl group to form the carbon radical. Suppose the terminal carbonyl primary and benzylic carbon secondary leads to formation of the primary radical and the secondary radical. Fine? Clear? Third, what we are observing, that the formation of the major product. Clear? Because of the benzylic radical is formed, which is much more easily and more stable. So the bromine is going to attach to the specific carbon. Clear? These things are clear? And that option B is clear. Let's see option A. If I talk about option A, represent substituted at the terminal methyl group, which involve much lesser stable primary radical. Clear? When we talk about option C and option D, so these are going to show you the bromine is going to attach with benzene ring. Ring substitution reaction is there. Typically, it is act as a Lewis acid catalyst, like FeBr3 is going to be present rather than UV light. Fine. So that is why we are choosing option B. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. I was just confused with the A one. Like,
Okay. Now you get your answer.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can we move with the next question? Okay. This is the last one. The final product for the reaction. What is this? This is again easy, I guess. Uh, these questions are repeating. I think so. Just tell me what is the answer. I am waiting for your answer because I think 5 to 7 minutes are left for our class. Let's see how many we can complete. Let's check first of all how many I have complete. We have already completed. I think today's speed is very good. We have almost completed 58 questions. That's great. Let's check. So definitely FbR3 is there and SN fluoride and the SN is having that concentrated H2SO4 definitely. So the first product is definitely nitrate is there. So metanitrate will be nitrobenzene will be formed. Then after you are having that SnCl2 going to SN is going to react with the HCl. So definitely the product what we are having. This will be the Q product what we are going to form here. Again, NH2 is just O2 is going to be converted into S2. Reduction will take place, and after you are having NaNO2 273 Kelvin is there. That ideal HCl definitely formation of the different. I guess water is there also is present. So definitely alcohol product will form accordingly, converted into the NH2 is going to convert it into OH. If you wanted to know, I can tell you the mechanism over there if you really wanted to know. So tell me first of all, what is Hinsberg reagent? Hinsberg again, this is easy. Benzyl sulfonyl chloride. So again, benzyl sulfonyl chloride. Previously, I told you that is benzyl sulfonyl chloride. Can you please tell me how you are detecting the primary, secondary, tertiary amyl by using benzyl sulfonyl chloride? Akshara, can you please tell me? Hi, Akshara. Am I audible? Hello, Akshara. Anurag, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please explain this thing, that how you are explaining that benzene Hinsberg reagent is used in formation of explanation primary, secondary, tertiary amine? That will be the last answer for this particular
Yes,
class.
ma'am.
Okay, tell me.
So with primary, it'll form an amide, which is soluble in alkali as the hydrogen attached is acidic. And
Fine.
for secondary, it will form an amide, but it won't be.
Going to react with NaOH, right?
And the third one, there will be
There
tertiary.
will be no formation of that particular adduct product. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now, which of the following is least soluble in water at 298 Kelvin? Again, this is very easy. Who is not going to form the hydrogen bond that will be least soluble? So the answer is it's aryl. Why? Because in aliphatic, whenever we talk about aliphatic and arylic amine, so aliphatic is more soluble than aryl amine. So this is a clear indication. So okay, so that's all for today's class. I'll just keep doing this. So today we have just completed, I guess, if I maybe not wrong. So we just completed 60 questions today. So that will be a great number. In the next class,
Ma'am,
yes. Who's
can
talking?
you show the question where the answer was N, dimethylphenyl methane amine?
I have to check again. Let me check first. So you have to tell me on that particular question, Abhitsa. Let me check because I don't know the number as well. I have to check. Can you please tell me again, Bachcha? N, comma N.
Dimethyl phenyl methane amine.
Okay. I found this question. Just a minute. Let me show. Yes, you can tell me what is the problem.
Could option C also be correct?
Let me check first of all. Okay, this is the question. Okay, let me check the first of all the question. Okay. Oh, this is N comma N dimethylphenyl methanamine, N comma N dimethylbenzenamine, and benzyl N methyl methanamine. Okay. You are confused with the name. Phenyl and N dimethyl. Okay. So whenever we talk about the option C, na, so technically what is happening here? They are having the same chemical structure. Fine. But why we are not considering it correct? Because answer and formal, whenever we talk about the formal chemistry context, so it violate the IPAC name rule. Okay. Violation of IPAC rule name will be there. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. So that would be the common name.
That will be a common name. See, the product is the, by the way, I told you, na, chemical composition is same, but if whenever we are talking about in terms of the IPAC, so it's completely violated. That's why we are not using. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Oh. Okay, so that's all for today's class. We'll meet you in the next time whenever we are having another class. So bye bye. Bye Subrudeep. Bye Anurag. Bye Bacha.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you, ma'am.